never eats dots alone. You gotta share them.
New chocolate chip Dunkaroos. Hip hip for chocolate chip.
You've already made the neighborhood fun.
Today we're embarking on a delectable journey through time, exploring the flavorful landscape of American cuisine from the 1950s to the 1980s. Join us as we reminisce about the iconic dishes that once delighted taste buds across the nation but have since vanished into culinary history. From quirky snacks to classic comfort foods, we'll uncover 60 old and famous American foods that we want back. So sit back, relax, and get ready to indulge in a feast of nostalgia.
Watch it glimmer, see it shimmer, cool and fruity, Jell-O brand gelatin.
Jell-O salads were the peculiar culinary trend that had kitchens buzzing with quirky combinations in the 60s. Imagine a wobbly concoction of gelatin infused with unexpected ingredients like shredded cabbage, chopped celery, or even daringly mixed with seafood. Fruit-filled versions added a sweet twist, blending the unlikeliest bedfellows in a rainbow of flavors. The wacky charm of Jell-O salads graced potlucks and dinner parties, earning a spot in the hearts of adventurous home cooks. Crafting these delights involved dissolving Jell-O powder in hot water, and then adding an array of ingredients before letting the mixture solidify in the refrigerator. The result was a surreal marriage of textures and tastes, delighting palates in its peculiar way. The cost of this gastronomic adventure was surprisingly affordable, with a Jell-O salad mix priced at around 20 cents. As tastes evolved, Jell-O salads faded into culinary obscurity, leaving behind a trail of nostalgia.
Creamed chipped beef.
Cream chipped beef on toast, affectionately known as SOS, was a culinary delight that adorned American dining tables in the 1960s. This iconic comfort food was crafted by rehydrating dried salted beef, shredding it into delicate chips, and then enveloping it in a rich, velvety white sauce. The creamy amalgamation was generously ladled over a bed of golden toast, creating a savory symphony that resonated with nostalgic warmth. This budget-friendly dish became a staple for military personnel during World War II due to its simplicity and shelf-stable ingredients. In the 1960s, a jar of dried beef could cost around 50 cents, making it an affordable option for families. However, as tastes evolved, SOS faded from the culinary spotlight, seemingly lost in the shuffle of changing food trends. While the 1960s nostalgia may have relegated cream-chipped beef on toast to the archives of culinary history, pockets of enthusiasts still appreciate its retro charm. Hungry for more throwback treats from the 60s? Get ready as we dish out another round of culinary nostalgia. Hubba Bubba, a beloved bubblegum brand, has been bringing joy to people since its introduction in 1979 by the Wrigley Jr. Company, a subsidiary of Mars Incorporated. The name Hubba Bubba comes from the World War II phrase Hubba Hubba, which was a way for military personnel to express approval. What makes Hubba Bubba stand out is its clever marketing strategy. Unlike other gum brands, it's designed to be less sticky, making it easier to peel off the skin after a bubble bursts. While it started with a flavor similar to other gums, Hubba Bubba has evolved, offering a variety of tempting flavors. Its unique feature of being less sticky has continued to attract consumers, making it a favorite among gum enthusiasts. The lasting popularity of the Hubba Bubba brand is a testament to its ability to blend nostalgia with innovative marketing, providing a delightful chewing experience for generations. Had your fill of 1970s sweetness? How about we unwrap the tantalizing secrets of the Lifesavers holes?
New Lifesavers holes. Tiny little bites of candy in all your favorite Lifesavers flavors.
In the 70s, Lifesavers, a well-known candy brand, created a creative twist by transforming their iconic ring-shaped candies into bite-sized holes. These miniature delights offered a burst of fruity flavor in a compact size, turning candy eating into a delightful adventure. Lifesavers holes became a favorite, proving that good things come in small packages. Unfortunately, these tiny treats disappeared from the candy scene, leaving a void that no ordinary mint or candy could fill. The desire for the return of Lifesavers holes goes beyond a simple craving. It's about bringing back a unique and charming chapter in the candy world, where each tiny hole packs a punch of sweetness and adds joy to the candy-eating experience.
Shake-a-Puddin dessert mix from Royal. Kids make it themselves.
Shake-a-Puddin transformed kids' snack time by introducing a new and fun way to enjoy pudding. This special mix was created just for kids, making the traditional pudding experience interactive and entertaining. Children get to play mini-chefs and customize their own puddings by shaking things up. Designed to be easy for everyone, Shake-a-Puddin simplified the preparation process. The mix used high-quality ingredients, ensuring a smooth and creamy texture, all while keeping a focus on nutritional value. Parents appreciated this wholesome alternative to store-bought puddings because it gave them control over the ingredients and portions. Besides being delicious, Shake-a-Puddin encouraged kitchen creativity. Young chefs could try different toppings like colorful sprinkles or fresh fruits to add both flavor and visual appeal to their culinary creations. This innovative and kid-friendly pudding mix not only pleased taste buds but also sparked a sense of culinary adventure, making snack time a memorable and enjoyable experience for kids and their families. Are you curious about the snack that's creating a stir among fans of vintage treats? Stick around to satisfy your curiosity. This peculiar concoction hailed from the southern United States, boasting a mishmash of canned pineapple, mandarin orange slices, mini marshmallows, and coconut.
Recipe for Ambrosia fruit salad that is quick, easy, and of course, delicious.
Peculiar nature reached new heights with the addition of maraschino cherries, bananas, strawberries, grapes, and crushed pecans, a true fruit fiesta. What made Ambrosia truly wild was its unpredictable dressing. Some recipes opted for a creamy blend of mayonnaise, whipped cream, or cottage cheese, creating a sweet and savory dance on the taste buds. The amalgamation of these ingredients was then chilled for hours, allowing the flavors to mingle and party in the fridge. Back in the 60s, Ambrosia's cost was modest, aligning with the era's laid-back vibe. It was a budget-friendly treat that brought joy without breaking the bank. However, as the culinary landscape evolved, Ambrosia salad faded into obscurity, becoming a forgotten relic of the past. Wondering what other culinary gems from the 1960s are waiting to be rediscovered? Stick around as we delve into more forgotten delights.
Sour cream and onion flavored Doritos brand tortilla chips.
Doritos sour cream and onion flavor adds a flavorful twist to the long and storied history of this famous American snack. It all began at Disneyland when Frito-Lay was in charge, and Doritos has since become part of the PepsiCo family. In 1966, Doritos made history as the first nationally available tortilla chip in the United States, starting with the simple yet satisfying flavor of toasted corn. Over the years, Doritos expanded its variety, introducing taco-flavored chips in 1967 and the now well-known nacho cheese flavor in 1972. Today, Doritos offers a wide range of regional flavors to appeal to different tastes. Beyond being just a snack, Doritos has become known for its engaging marketing campaigns, including memorable Super Bowl ads that grab attention. The Doritos brand goes beyond traditional chips, featuring innovative products like Doritos 3D. Additionally, Taco Bell even uses Doritos seasoning on its taco shells, showcasing Doritos as a versatile and enduring snack phenomenon. Jell-O pudding pops were a beloved frozen snack in the 1970s, offering the creamy goodness of Jell-O pudding on a stick. These treats quickly became a favorite, with sales reaching $100 million in the first year alone. However, despite their popularity, Jell-O ceased production of their pudding pops in 2004. The decision stemmed from various factors, primarily related to production costs and logistical challenges. Jell-O was not equipped to handle frozen foods manufacturing efficiently, leading to high expenses associated with production and storage. As a result, the company licensed the brand name to Popsicle, hoping to continue offering the beloved treat. However, Popsicle's version of the pudding pop, introduced in 2004, differed in shape and flavor, failing to capture the essence of the original and ultimately lacking consumer demand. Consequently, Popsicle discontinued production of the pudding pops around 2010, marking the end of store-bought pudding pops. Despite their extinction, hope remains for fans of the classic treat. as an official recipe is available online for recreating the experience at home. As the last Jell-O pudding pop melts away into history, what happened to other iconic snacks?
What my tummy's shaking for, chocolate melted milk, nuggets and...
Milkshake bars bring together the delicious flavors of chocolate and milkshake, creating a delightful treat in the world of sweets. These bars, similar to classic chocolate bars, have a unique twist. They include the velvety goodness of a milkshake. Imagine biting into a chocolatey exterior and being pleasantly surprised by the smooth, creamy essence of a milkshake, offering a perfect blend of textures and flavors. These inventive treats gained popularity for their creative approach to satisfying sweet cravings. The chocolate chosen for milkshake bars is carefully selected to complement the creamy undertones, ensuring a rich and indulgent experience with every bite. Crafted by skilled chocolatiers, these bars showcase the artistry of combining seemingly different flavors into a delightful symphony of taste. Milkshake bars have become sought-after treats in various confectionery outlets, captivating the taste buds of chocolate enthusiasts and milkshake lovers alike. This innovative take on a classic treat adds a new dimension to the world of sweets, appealing to those who desire a harmonious combination of chocolate and milkshake flavors in a convenient and delicious format.
And it helped me to get my own candy hit. Reggie, with a rich caramel center.
Bun bars made by Pearson's Candy Company in Minnesota are round treats featuring a layer of maple, vanilla, or sea salt caramel cream covered in milk chocolate and topped with a peanut chocolate cluster. Originating in the 1920s from the Wayne Bun Candy Company, they underwent ownership changes and rebranding, including the Reggie bar in 1978. After several corporate shifts, the original Fort Wayne facility closed in 1995 due to bankruptcy. Clark Bar America then acquired Wayne Candy's assets, moving Bun Bar's production to suburban Pittsburgh. Pearson's took over in 1998, highlighting the similarities with their Nut Goody. Initially offering maple and vanilla, caramel was later added, and in 2015 it was changed to sea salt caramel. Despite similarities, each candy maintains unique recipes and ingredient distinctions.
Lots of rich chocolate and a crispy center.
In the early 1980s, Mars introduced Summit, a delightful candy bar that became popular. Despite being labeled as cookie bars on the packaging, they were promoted as candy bars. These treats featured 2 wafers and peanuts and were covered in chocolate. In 1983, Mars released an updated Summit, individually wrapped in foil, claiming a 30% increase in chocolate. However, the longer, thinner, and sturdier bar received mixed reviews, with critics finding the changes more flashy than substantial. The new bar struggled with melting, leading to its eventual discontinuation. Summit, once cherished for its original nostalgic charm, has transformed into a bittersweet memory for those who relished its past allure. Recapture the joy of unwrapping your favorite 1970s snacks and indulge in that delightful nostalgia once more. Stay tuned. Ever wonder how our taste buds evolved from the delights of tartan tinies to the iconic Dynamints? Well, keep watching to find out.
Betty, how'd you like me to shake up your mouth?
Here?
Try these Dentyne Dynamints. They're terrific.
Dynamints, which were once a trendy breath mint in the 1970s known for their unique style, made a short but significant impact in the candy world. These small but potent mints were not just for freshening breath, but also a statement of style and flavor. What made Dynamints appealing was their effectiveness and the sleek and compact packaging that turned them into a fashionable accessory for those wanting a quick breath freshener. In the 1970s, personal style was about paying attention to the finer details, and Dynamints found their place. These powerful mints came in small cylindrical tins, making them a convenient and stylish addition to purses, pockets, and even chic establishments' counters. Just opening the tin emitted an air of sophistication, and the intense burst of minty freshness added an extra layer of cool. Despite their popularity, Dynamints eventually disappeared from the market, leaving a legacy of cool confidence and distinctive flavor. In the 1960s, the tuna noodle casserole emerged as a typical dish in American home cooking.
Traced back to a 1930 submission to Sunset Magazine by a woman who went by Mrs. WFS for a dish called noodles and tuna fish en casserole,
embodying both convenience and comfort. This concoction brought together pantry staples, transforming them into a family favorite. The heart of the casserole consisted of canned tuna, offering a budget-friendly source of protein and cream of mushroom soup, creating a creamy and flavorful base. The dish reached its peak popularity with the addition of egg noodles, providing a satisfying and substantial texture. What set this casserole apart was the unexpected yet delightful crunchy topping crushed potato chips. The marriage of creamy and crunchy textures became a hallmark of this dish, adding a playful twist to the dinner table. Not only did the tuna noodle casserole gain popularity for its simplicity, but it also became a symbol of resourcefulness during an era marked by an emphasis on convenience in the kitchen. Despite its humble origins, the dish has stood the test of time and can still be found gracing family dinners and potlucks today. Moving away from the tuna noodle casserole, let's switch gears and explore the next must-have food item that has been lost in time.
That's maximum satisfaction. Even if you're as big as Paul Bunyan, you'll pat your belly. PB Max, we mean peanut butter.
Let's take a trip down memory lane and talk about the PB Max, a candy that stole hearts in the 1970s. What made PB Max special was its perfect blend of peanut butter and chocolate, creating a delicious treat that became a favorite. Imagine a layer of creamy peanut butter covered in rich milk chocolate, a delightful mix of sweet and savory, smooth and crunchy. PB Max wasn't just a candy, but a celebration of the timeless combination of peanut butter and chocolate. The joy came not only from its taste, but also from the experience it offered. Picture the velvety texture of the peanut butter meets the satisfying snap of the chocolate coating, a sensory delight that left a lasting impression. Unfortunately, PB Max disappeared from the candy scene, leaving a gap that no other peanut butter and chocolate duo could quite fill. Created in 1957, Tang found its cosmic calling when NASA astronauts sipped it in space during the Gemini missions.
Tang, the energy breakfast drink with rich natural flavor and more vitamin C than orange juice.
The tangy concoction, packed with vitamin C, quickly became synonymous with the space age, making its terrestrial debut as a breakfast sensation. To whip up this tangy treat, one simply needed to mix the vibrant orange powder with water, a space-age potion at the tip of your fingers. Its astronaut endorsement fueled its popularity back on Earth, turning Tang into a household name and a symbol of modernity. In the groovy 60s, a canister of Tang cost around 35 cents, providing an affordable and convenient morning pick-me-up. Families across America embraced Tang as a breakfast staple, aligning themselves with the futuristic vibes of space exploration. While the enthusiasm may have simmered down a bit, Tang remains on supermarket shelves, offering a nostalgic sip for those who fondly recall the era when the orange magic of this cosmic beverage touched astronauts and breakfasts alike. Fondue took the culinary scene by storm in the United States, adding a touch of Swiss sophistication to American dinner tables.
Got some bread to dip into it.
And some tomatoes. Yeah, I want to dig in.
Go for it, let's do it.
This communal dining experience involved dipping bite-sized pieces of bread, fruit, or even meat into a communal pot of melted cheese or chocolate. The kitschy fondue pots, often adorned with psychedelic designs, became a symbol of social gatherings and intimate dinner parties. Crafting the perfect fondue required a blend of cheeses like Gruyere and Emmental, paired with white wine, garlic, and a dash of Kirsch for that authentic Swiss flavor. Chocolate fondue, on the other hand, featured a melty mix of dark or milk chocolate and heavy cream. In the 60s, a fondue set could set you back around $1.15, a hefty sum at the time, but the communal experience made it a popular investment. However, as culinary trends evolved, fondue gradually faded from the limelight. If you're craving a trip down memory lane with the flavors of the 60s, our next stop is sure to satisfy your nostalgic taste buds. Cherry Clan, a candy similar to Lemonheads but not as widely remembered, represents a delightful part of 1970s sweets. Like its more famous counterpart, Lemonhead's Cherry Clan provided a burst of flavor, but it remained in the background compared to the popular citrus candy. Taking cues from Lemonhead's success, Cherry Clan had a sweet, tangy cherry coating covering a chewy center. Despite its comparable taste, Cherry Clan never reached a different fame. It served as a quieter, niche option for those who enjoyed the blend of fruity sweetness with a hint of tartness. With its cheerful red appearance, Cherry Clan was a visual and tasty treat known to a select few. Its subtle presence in the candy aisle made it a hidden gem for enthusiasts of less mainstream sweets, even if it didn't gain the same popularity as other options. Who else is still dreaming of the Cherry Clan? In the 1970s, Choco-Lite was a standout candy people loved. Its unique and airy texture made it different from other chocolate bars. Just hearing the name Choco-Lite brings back nostalgic memories of its smooth and delicious chocolate taste.
You said Choco-Lite, you said a mouthful. When you buy a Choco-Lite, you get a mouthful of chocolate too. Wow.
Choco-Lite was a game changer in the candy world, introducing a new era of chocolate enjoyment. The light and delicate texture made each bite feel heavenly. When you bit into it, the layers were velvety and had a special lightness, unlike the denser chocolate bars of that time. The smooth chocolate taste was the highlight of Choco-Lite, blending sophistication and indulgence. It wasn't just candy, but a refined treat for those with a discerning palate. The velvety smoothness melted perfectly, leaving a sweet aftertaste that made Choco-Lite memorable for anyone lucky to enjoy. Sadly, Choco-Lite eventually disappeared from the scene, leaving a gap in the chocolate world that many wish could be filled again. Its return would be like reuniting with an old friend, a chance to savor the unique texture and delightful chocolate taste that defined a time of sweet sophistication.
Class dismissed. Shark Bites fruit snacks. You've got to eat them before they eat you.
Shark Bites. Fruit-flavored snacks were popular treats in the 1980s, loved by kids for their assortment of flavors and playful shapes. Packed with vitamin C, they were a tasty and convenient option for snacking on the go, with only 80 calories per pouch and no fat, cholesterol, or gluten. Sold in boxes containing 10 packs, they were perfect for adding to lunch boxes or grabbing as a quick snack. However, their popularity waned when Betty Crocker, the manufacturer, decided to remove artificial flavors and colors from all their products. This decision led to the discontinuation of the iconic white, opaque, shark-shaped gummies. Fans of the original snacks lost interest without the familiar white sharks, and the product was eventually discontinued. Despite their absence from the market, Shark Bites fruit-flavored snacks remain a nostalgic memory for those who enjoyed their fruity flavors and fun shapes in the past.
Make me a Waldorf salad. A Waldorf salad. Well, I think we're just out of Waldorf.
Back in the 60s, the iconic Waldorf salad, born in the luxurious Waldorf Astoria Hotel in 1896, experienced a culinary evolution. Initially a simple mix of apples, celery, and mayonnaise, the salad's popularity surged in the Roaring '20s when walnuts joined the party. By the 60s, it became a symbol of sophistication with its medley of celery, fresh green apples, walnuts, and grapes dressed in creamy mayonnaise served on a lettuce bed. This forgotten gem was an affordable indulgence costing around $1, enticing both elite diners and everyday food enthusiasts. Despite its decline, the Waldorf salad persists in modern times, transforming and adding chicken, turkey, dried fruit, or experimenting with zesty dressings. It even had a cameo in a 1979 episode of Fawlty Towers, highlighting its enduring cultural impact. From its humble 3-ingredient origin, the Waldorf salad continues to surprise taste buds, adapting to contemporary palates with imaginative twists. In the swinging 1960s, the culinary scene was groovy, and one quirky dish that rocked the dinner tables was chicken a la king. This creamy concoction was a luxe delight, often draped over rice, noodles, or toast.
If you'd like our recipe for what we call chicken a la king in a hurry, it's online now, and let me tell you, it's fit for a king.
The recipe called for tender chunks of chicken swimming in a velvety cream sauce with mushrooms, green peppers, and pimientos, creating a far-out medley of flavors. Crafting chicken a la king was a trip. Chefs whipped up the sauce using butter, flour, and heavy cream, adding a dash of sherry for extra flair. Priced as a bit of a splurge, this groovy dish was associated with upscale dining, costing around $3 to $4 per serving, a decent chunk of change back in the day. As the 60s danced into the 70s, Chicken a la King lost its hip status, overshadowed by new culinary trends. While it may not be as mainstream today, this dish still occasionally pops up on retro menus, reminding us of a time when creamy, dreamy chicken ruled the gastronomic landscape.
2 new cereals from Quaker. Sort of a breakfast feud.
Quisp, a tasty cereal with a saucer shape, comes from the respected Quaker Oats Company. It gained fame upon its debut in 1965, winning over fans with its sweet taste. After being a popular choice in stores until the late 1970s, Quisp took a break but made a comeback online. In 2012, it returned to store shelves, once again becoming a favorite in households. The Quaker Oats Company cleverly featured Quisp alongside its sibling brand, Quake, in lively TV commercials created by Jay Ward, an expert in animated TV series. Beyond its delicious flavor, Quisp represents a nostalgic journey, blending classic charm with modern accessibility. What other tasty surprises from the past might await in the delicious realm of Ninja Turtles pudding pies?
The heroes in a half shell are baking a surprise. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle pies.
Ninja Turtle pies were a tasty treat from the past, with a green outer shell and delicious pudding cream inside that made them a favorite snack of the 1980s. These pies were part of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles craze, which was a beloved Saturday show for many young boys. The tie-ins extended beyond toys to include cereal, gelatin, and more. While the brand's fruit pies continue to be available in grocery stores today, the pudding varieties, including flavors like apple and cherry, sadly disappeared from shelves in 1987. A few years later, a vanilla variety made a return in 1991, sporting a pop culture rebranding as Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle pies. Despite their popularity, these pies were discontinued the same year they were released, meant only as a limited-time offering. However, the brief existence of these nostalgic treats hasn't dampened fans' hopes for a comeback among those who enjoyed them during their short-lived availability. Let's stroll down memory lane to when candies brought joy to many. Wacky Wafers stood out among the various sweets, known for their large size and a mix of fruity flavors that made them beloved. These candies weren't just a treat, they were a chewy wafer filled with vibrant, fruity nostalgia. Back then, Wacky Wafers were a symbol of joy for candy lovers. Today, many reminisce about the 70s, feel lost without these iconic treats. The popularity of Wacky Wafers wasn't just about their size, but also the bold assortment of fruit flavors in each piece. Each chew offered a delightful journey through a spectrum of tastes, from tangy green apple to luscious watermelon. It wasn't just a snack, but a burst of fruity joy with every unwrapping. The nostalgic desire for the return of Wacky Wafers isn't just about missing a candy. It's about wanting to experience the vibrant flavors and playful nostalgia of the 70s.
Nothing can take a kid's eyes away from new Jell-O 1, 2, 3 dessert.
Jell-O 1, 2, 3, a delightful dessert that captured everyone's attention, first appeared in 1969 as an extraordinary gelatin creation. Sadly, this innovative treat came to an end in 1996, leaving behind sweet memories for those who enjoyed its charming transformation. The special thing about Jell-O 1, 2, 3 was its simplicity. A single 4.3-ounce powdered mix held the secret to a multi-layered culinary experience. Once expertly prepared, the gelatin mixture underwent a fascinating process of separation and solidification, revealing 3 distinct layers. At the top, a smooth and velvety creamy layer tempted taste buds. Just below that, a mousse-like middle layer added an extra layer of indulgence, creating a delightful richness. Completing the trio, the bottom layer was the classic Jell-O we all knew and loved. The end of Jell-O 1, 2, 3 in 1996 marked the conclusion of an era, but its memory remains a symbol of the whimsy and innovation that brightened the world of desserts. For those lucky enough to have tasted its unique layers, Jell-O 1, 2, 3 remains a nostalgic reminder of a charming era in the world of delightful culinary creations. Have you ever wondered how your taste buds would react to a blast from the past with iconic snacks like Marathon Bar? Well, stay tuned to find out.
Nobody eats a marathon quick.
Carl.
A marathon bar lasts a good long time.
Mars Inc.'s Marathon Bar, featuring nougat, caramel, and peanuts coated in milk chocolate, was part of Mars's candy collection alongside popular treats like Three Musketeers and Dove. Globally, Snickers, another Mars creation, is the top-selling candy bar, with over $380 million in annual sales. Originally named Marathon in the UK until 1990, the Snickers bar, introduced in 1930 and named after the Mars family's horse, underwent a name change for global consistency. In 2020, a limited Marathon Retro Edition briefly appeared at Morrison's. Beyond the classic Snickers, Mars offers various Snickers products, including mini versions, dark and white chocolate variations, ice cream bars, and unique flavors like Snickers with almonds, hazelnuts, pecans, peanut butter, protein, extra caramel, as well as espresso, fiery, and sweet and salty versions.
Holidays aren't complete without a green bean casserole made with French's French fried onions.
The green bean casserole emerged as a culinary sensation, transforming humble ingredients into an iconic dish. Crafted by Dorcas Riley in 1955 at the Campbell Soup Company, this savory creation combined green beans, cream of mushroom soup, and crispy French fried onions. With an affordable price tag, it quickly became a staple on American Thanksgiving tables, winning hearts with its simplicity and deliciousness. In the 1960s, a can of cream of mushroom soup cost around 25 cents, making this budget-friendly dish accessible to many households. As the years passed, the green bean casserole retained its popularity, gracing countless holiday feasts. In the 21st century, it continued to shine with an estimated 20 million servings appearing annually on Thanksgiving tables. Today, this classic dish has stood the test of time, proving that even in the fast-paced culinary world, some flavors remain timeless and comforting. Kellogg's Danish Go-Rounds were once a groundbreaking breakfast treat that revolutionized morning routines with a fresh take on the classic Danish pastry. Created by the renowned breakfast brand Kellogg's, these pastries quickly became a household favorite for their convenience and deliciousness. These treats featured a flaky, buttery dough filled with delightful combinations like sweet fruit preserves and creamy cheese. What made them stand out was their toaster-friendly design, allowing households to enjoy warm golden brown pastries within minutes, a perfect solution for busy mornings. Kellogg's commitment to quality ingredients was evident in every bite. The carefully prepared dough provided a light and airy texture that complemented the rich and flavorful fillings. Each Danish Go-Round also offered essential nutrients, aligning with Kellogg's dedication to not just taste but overall well-being. During its peak, Kellogg's Danish Go-Rounds symbolized a perfect blend of tradition and innovation, showcasing Kellogg's expertise in reshaping breakfast experiences. Although they may no longer be part of breakfast tables, their legacy lives on as a reminder of a time when toaster-friendly pastries brought joy and simplicity to the start of each day. But wait, there's more.
Oh, the cherry tastes delicious!
I'm sizzling great.
Space dust sizzling candy in your mouth. It's out of this world.
Far out!
Space dust. The cosmic delight from the 70s brought a unique and fun eating experience similar to Pop Rocks. Opening a packet was like stepping into a candy galaxy. It wasn't just candy, it was an experience. Those tiny crystals on your tongue created a celestial explosion of flavor, crackling and fizzling into a delightful symphony of sensations. More than taste, it was the joy of indulging in a cosmic treat, a journey to a world of sugary wonders. Like Pop Rocks, Space Dust pioneered interactive candies, leaving a lasting sensation. Sadly, as years passed, it disappeared from the candy aisle, leaving a void. For those who reveled in its celestial charm, the desire for its comeback isn't just about a sweet treat. It's a yearning for the return of a unique eating experience, intertwining nostalgia with anticipation, reliving the joy of Space Dust, the crackling, fizzing symphony that defined a sweet era. Still, savoring the taste of the Space Dust and ready to unwrap a new chapter in the world of the 1970s candies. Remember Teaberry Shuffle gum with its unique minty taste like Gaultheria procumbens? Well, keep watching to know more.
Have a little fun. Try Clark's Teaberry gum.
Teaberry Shuffle gum has a fascinating history. The D.L. Clark Company, based in Pittsburgh, got the patent for it from Charles Burke. He played around with different gum flavors in the basement of a house in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Nowadays, Teaberry is made in Morocco by the Garrett J. Verberg Company. Teaberry started in 1900 and became really popular in the 1960s. It got even more famous when Pelican Films in New York created commercials with music from Herb Alpert and the Tijuana Brass. Clark loved the Mexican Shuffle from the South of the Border album, so he asked Herb to re-record it as the Teaberry Shuffle. The gum's unique minty taste is like Gaultheria procumbens, also called Eastern Teaberry, which gave it its name. You can easily spot Teaberry Shuffle gum because it's pink, wrapped in white paper, and has an extra layer of pink paper with Teaberry prints. In the groovy 1960s, the fruit cocktail cake emerged as a delightful dessert that captivated taste buds across the United States. The recipe featured a canned fruit cocktail as a star ingredient, adding a burst of fruity goodness to the cake batter. Home cooks embraced the convenience of canned fruit.
That's beautiful, and it's so moist, you know, and it keeps
see that,
very
it's
well.
shining.
And the cake quickly became a go-to for gatherings and potlucks. The cake's preparation was as easy as its consumption. The batter included flour, sugar, eggs, and the magical touch, a fruit cocktail suspended in syrup. Bakers would then pour this concoction into a pan, creating a moist and flavorful dessert. To elevate the sweetness, a glaze or frosting made from the fruit cocktail juice was often drizzled over the top, creating a luscious finishing touch. It was priced around 50 cents per can, and canned fruit cocktails made this cake an accessible and popular choice for households. While the fruit cocktail cake might not be as ubiquitous today, it still holds a nostalgic place in the hearts of those who fondly recall its unique taste. The spotlight now turns to the revival of Boozy Punch, a timeless appetizer from the 60s.
Hey, how about a nice Hawaiian punch?
Sure.
In the 60s, Boozy Punch was the life of the party, creating a whirlwind of fruity flavors and spirited conversations. This forgotten food gained popularity as the go-to social lubricant, with its signature blend of fruit juices, fizzy soda, and a generous dash of liquor. The concoction was elevated to the next level when served in punch bowls, adorned with a glamorous floating fruit ice ring, turning any gathering into a groovy affair. Making Boozy Punch was an art form, with hosts experimenting with exotic fruits, secret liquor blends, and even daring to add a splash of mysterious liqueurs. The cost of crafting this liquid masterpiece varied, but it was often seen as a worthwhile investment for hosting a memorable soiree. As the decades rolled on, Boozy Punch lost its place in the limelight, overshadowed by new trends and health-conscious choices.
Summit, it's the taste of the times when a snack this good tastes as light as it should. You love Summit.
Summit Bar was a confectionery gem that graced the candy aisles of the 1970s and left a delectable imprint on the palates of its fans. The Summit Bar, with its impeccable blend of wafer and chocolate, emerged as a bona fide hit, carving its place in the hearts of candy enthusiasts during an era when sweetness was an art form. Its expertly crafted combination of crisp wafer layers and luscious chocolate coating set the Summit Bar apart. It wasn't merely a candy, but a symphony of textures, a harmonious marriage of crunch and creaminess that delighted the senses. Each bite was a journey, a summit of flavor that transported candy lovers to a euphoric peak of indulgence. The delicate yet substantial wafer provided the perfect canvas for the rich embrace of chocolate. It wasn't just a bar, it was a carefully orchestrated balance of elements, a testament to the craftsmanship that went into creating a truly memorable treat. The Summit Bar wasn't a fleeting trend. It was a sensation, a sweet summit that left an indelible mark on the candy landscape. Big Time, a less-known candy bar from the 1970s, may not have gained the widespread popularity of its more famous counterparts, but it holds a special place among confectionery enthusiasts who appreciate hidden gems. In a market dominated by iconic candy bars, Big Time stood out with its unique combination of ingredients, quietly making a lasting impression on those lucky enough to discover its charms. What made Big Time appealing was its commitment to a classic formula. It featured a delightful mix of nougat, caramel, and peanuts, all coated in rich milk chocolate, capturing the timeless essence of a well-balanced candy bar. Despite its modest fame, the combination of chewy, crunchy, and sweet elements showcased a thoughtful composition that could compete with more renowned contenders. Even though Big Time might not have been available in every corner store, those who embraced it fondly recall the joy of unwrapping this hidden treasure. The bar's unassuming presence allowed it to cater to a niche audience seeking the comfort of a familiar taste without succumbing to the trends of flashy packaging or extravagant gimmicks.
Here is the first one to be made available to the public, Space Food Sticks.
In the late 1960s, Howard Bauman, Pillsbury's top food expert, introduced Space Food Sticks, transforming space meals and shaping safety rules. Bauman's earlier NASA work in 1962 laid the groundwork for space-friendly food. Pillsbury's team then created convenient space treats, like cakes that don't crumble and meats that don't need refrigeration. The result was the trademarked Space Food Sticks in 1970, sold as a nutritious snack during the Apollo era in flavors such as peanut butter and chocolate. After a break in North America in the 1980s, they returned in 2006 through Retro Future products, gaining popularity until 2014. In Australia, they thrived under brands like White Wings and Nestle Stars. Production briefly resumed in 2019 to mark the 50th anniversary of the Apollo 11 moon landing. Travel back to the space age 1970s when Space Food Sticks made their celestial debut.
Hey, Space Food Sticks! Oh, I wish I had these on my space adventure.
These tubular treats were not just a snack. They were a symbol of futuristic fare inspired by NASA's quest for space sustenance. Originally developed by Pillsbury as a convenient and nutrient-packed option for astronauts, these sticks gained cosmic popularity, making their way from the spacecraft to grocery store shelves. Crafted to meet the nutritional needs of space explorers, Space Food Sticks were a blend of high-energy ingredients like carbohydrates, proteins, and essential vitamins. The sticks came in various flavors, from peanut butter to caramel, offering a taste of the cosmos to earthbound consumers. While they were marketed as the energy snack of the future, Space Food Sticks eventually faded from the limelight, but not without leaving a tasty legacy. Remarkably similar to modern-day energy bars, these sticks were pioneers in the realm of convenient, on-the-go nutrition. Back then, a pack of Space Food Sticks could be yours for about 25 cents, allowing Earthlings to indulge in a cosmic culinary experience without leaving the atmosphere. Although they may not be as prevalent today, the spirit of Space Food Sticks lives on in the countless energy bars that continue to fuel our terrestrial adventures. Wacky Wafers, colorful and fruit-flavored candies, are made by Leaf Brands, LLC. These large coin-shaped sweets come in banana, green apple, watermelon, orange, and strawberry flavors, presented in a clear plastic wrapper. Originally part of the Willy Wonka Candy Company, they started with 4 flavors and later expanded to include green apple, pineapple, cherry, grape, and blue raspberry. After Nestle acquired Willy Wonka in 1988, Wacky Wafers was briefly discontinued but made a comeback in 2017 under Leaf Brands, LLC. The original maker, Breaker Confections, located in Itasca, Illinois, licensed the name Willy Wonka for merchandising. In 1980, Breaker Confections became Willy Wonka Brands, later acquired by Nestle. The candy changed over the years, evolving from wafers to a Flintstones vitamin shape before being reintroduced by Leaf Brands. This delightful treat sets the stage for the sweet surprise that awaits within the next snack. Get ready to unwrap the next layer of sweetness. How about we switch gears and explore the mouth-watering gator gum that defined the 1970s scene?
With gator gum!
No doubt about it.
Gator gum!
During the candy era of the 1970s, gator gum stood out as a fascinating and distinctive treat, grabbing attention not only for its sweet taste, but also for its special connection to the well-known sports drink, Gatorade. This period witnessed candy innovation reflecting the dynamic spirit of the time, and gator gum was a prime example of this forward-thinking mindset. What made gator gum unique was its groundbreaking idea, a gum infused with the essence of Gatorade. This clever combination of a popular sports drink with a chewy confection sparked interest and enthusiasm among consumers. It felt like the invigorating kick of Gatorade had found a fun companion in the form of gum, creating a delightful mix of hydration and indulgence. Gatorgum's distinctive concept wasn't just a clever marketing strategy. It resonated with the fitness and sports culture of the 1970s.
Hello everyone and welcome to Cook and Share. Today we're making pineapple upside down cake, which is easy to make and delicious.
In the 60s, the pineapple upside down cake was the epitome of kitchen coolness. This dessert was an oven-baked marvel that defied tradition, intriguing taste buds with its unique presentation. The cake's base was a delightful blend of butter, sugar, and flour, forming a moist and rich foundation. But what set it apart was its topsy-turvy preparation. Crafting this culinary oddity involved placing pineapple slices and maraschino cherries at the bottom of the baking pan, followed by a brown sugar and butter concoction. The batter was then poured over this tropical mosaic, and the entire creation was baked. Upon emerging from the oven, the cake was flipped upside down, revealing a glorious caramelized pineapple and cherry topping. Back in the swinging 60s, this delectable creation could be enjoyed for a mere 75 cents, making it an affordable and delightful indulgence. Despite its dazzling charm, the pineapple upside-down cake gradually faded into obscurity as culinary trends evolved. As we bid farewell to the pineapple upside-down cake, let's uncover another gem from the past that deserves a culinary comeback.
Gator gum.
Regular or orange, ask for it.
In the late 1970s and early 1980s, and later in the late 1990s to early 2000s, Gator gum emerged as a refreshing product blending Gatorade and chewing gum. Crafted by Fleer Corporation, this gum captured Gatorade's original flavors, creating a unique sensory experience. In the late 1970s, Stokely Van Camp, the custodian of Gatorade until 1983, made a visionary licensing agreement with Swell & Vicks to launch Gator Gum. Unfortunately, it ended in 1989. Fast forward to the mid and late 1990s, Gatorade experienced a revival with new flavors like watermelon in 1995 and a mix of cherry rush, strawberry kiwi, and mandarina in 1996, offering a vibrant array of choices that delighted taste buds. And that introduces us to another irresistible candy of the 70s, the Pyramid.
Terry's Pyramid. Oh, it looks a bit like my house, except it's Terry's delicious dark chocolate filled with cool mint cream.
Pyramid was unique due to its distinctive pyramid shape and unconventional flavor. Although it didn't become prevalent, it aimed to stand out in the candy world. The pyramid shape departed from the usual candy shapes, intending to grab attention and provide a different and memorable candy experience. Even though Pyramid didn't become a mainstream hit, its individuality made it stand out from more common candies. The pyramid shape and minty flavor offered a fresh perspective on traditional mint candies, appealing to those looking for something unique rather than the usual breath fresheners. While Pyramid doesn't appeal to everyone, it holds a special place for those who appreciate its avant-garde design and refreshing taste. The candy's departure from the norm reflected Time's experimental and creative spirit, as candy makers ventured beyond the usual to introduce something novel to consumers.
You don't say ham, you say spam. Spam is real spiced ham. You don't say ham, you say spam.
Spam, the canned meat product, took the spotlight in an array of unconventional recipes. Beyond its humble beginnings, Spam became a versatile ingredient, gracing everything from Spam sandwiches to extravagant concoctions like Spam and pineapple kebabs. Its affordability made it a household staple, often considered the meat of choice during economic downturns. Spam's ingredients, a mix of pork shoulder, ham, salt, water, sugar, and sodium nitrate, contributed to its distinct flavor and long shelf life. The 1960s saw a surge in Spam's popularity, partly due to its convenience and adaptability in creative dishes. Iconic recipes like Spam Wellington and Spam stuffed bell peppers became dinner party favorites. Its historical cost is around 30 cents per can. Over time, Spam's reputation waned as culinary trends evolved and health concerns emerged. While not as ubiquitous as in the 60s, Spam still graces some modern menus. Liverwurst, a delectable liver sausage, was a lunchtime favorite that graced many sandwiches and snack platters.
Why not get it here?
Jones liverwurst?
Sure, from the family that makes Jones pork sausage. Try some.
smells good.
Crafted from a mixture of ground liver, spices, and often pork or other meats, this savory spread offered a unique blend of flavors that tickled taste buds across the nation. Its affordability, with prices hovering around 50 cents per pound, made it a go-to choice for budget-conscious households. The process of making liverwurst involves grinding liver and meats, and then combining them with aromatic spices like cloves and allspice. The mixture was finely emulsified, stuffed into casings, and cooked to perfection. Its rich, hearty taste became synonymous with comfort food. However, as culinary trends evolved, the once beloved liverwurst faced a decline in popularity. Changing preferences and health concerns contributed to its fading presence on grocery shelves.
A new force is heading your way. They bring with them precious cargo.
Danone Star Wars yogurts, introduced in the 1970s, are a timeless combination of healthy eating and popular culture. These yogurts came out when the original Star Wars movies were incredibly popular and won the hearts of fans of all ages with their Star Wars-themed packaging. They were an innovative product that brought together the food industry and entertainment in a creative way, adding a special touch to breakfast routines. In the 1970s, Star Wars was a global phenomenon, and Danone took advantage of its popularity by featuring characters like Luke Skywalker and Princess Leia on their yogurt packaging. The yogurt cups not only had appealing visuals, but also captured the spirit of that time, creating nostalgic memories for those who enjoyed these treats back in the 70s. Danone's clever combination of health benefits and the charm of Star Wars played a key role in the long-lasting success and cherished memories associated with these iconic yogurts. Let's venture into the realm of TV dinners, a revolutionary convenience in 1960s dining.
Tonight she's serving Swanson frozen dinners. She knows that Swanson dinners have the extras that give her family a good meal and give her a one-hour vacation with her family.
In the groovy 1960s, TV dinners emerged as the culinary revolution for busy households. These prepackaged frozen meals, housed in divided aluminum trays resembling a mini TV set, were a solution to the dinner dilemma. The meals typically included an entree, sides, and a dessert, promising convenience in a single package. The magic behind TV dinners lay in the freezing process, ensuring that flavors and textures were preserved. Iconic dishes like Salisbury steak, mashed potatoes, and apple cobbler found their way into these compact trays. The aluminum compartments not only kept the components separate, but also allowed for even heating in the oven. Priced at a modest 98 cents each, TV dinners became a symbol of the era's fast-paced lifestyle. Families embraced the futuristic concept of a complete, hassle-free meal delivered straight from the freezer to the dinner table. However, as culinary tastes evolved and fresh, organic options gained prominence. TV dinners lost their charm. Tart and Tinys, those iconic candies from the 1970s, hold a special place in many memories with their small size and irresistible tart flavor. These tiny, colorful treats were a hit, bringing joy to the candy scene back in the day. Unfortunately, the once-loved Tart and Tinys are now discontinued. What made Tart and Tinys so appealing was their small size, each piece delivering a bite-sized explosion of fruity tartness. Packed in compact, vividly colored boxes, they weren't just candies, but symbols of a bygone era. Picture the delight on people's faces as they unwrapped those small, translucent boxes, revealing a kaleidoscope of tiny candies promising a symphony of flavors in every handful. In today's world, filled with various confectionery options, those who fondly remember their tangy taste strongly feel the absence of Tart and Tinys. The desire to revive these candies isn't just about a sweet treat. It's a collective yearning for a taste of the past.
Hostess Ding Dongs, fruit pies and Twinkies. With Hostess, tasting is believing.
The Ding Dong, a beloved chocolate cake, was created by Hostess Brands in the United States and Vachon Inc. in Canada, where it was called King Don's. In some U.S. places, it used to be known as Big Wheels. The Ding Dong has been around since 1967, except for a short break in 2013, and has become a favorite treat for generations. The Ding Dong is known for its round shape, like a hockey puck, measuring about 3 inches in diameter and just over an inch in height. Its appeal lies in the combination of flavors and textures, a creamy white filling in the center and a chocolate glaze covering the entire cake. Originally, the Ding Dong was cleverly wrapped in thin aluminum foil. This kept it fresh and made it easy to carry in lunchboxes without the chocolate melting. The Ding Dong, with its lasting charm and delicious ingredients, shows how timeless and beloved this iconic snack is for dessert enthusiasts.
You'll love Kugel, the crafty nutty surprise.
Kraft introduced Kugel peanut spread in 1971, transforming the peanut butter experience. This unique creation surpassed the usual by offering a variety of delicious flavors like rich chocolate, fragrant cinnamon, classic vanilla, and the tropical appeal of bananas. It brought innovation to traditional peanut butter, catering to the taste buds of connoisseurs. Kugel wasn't just a spread, it was a flavorful journey that added excitement to the dining experience. The creamy textures and enticing tastes went beyond the ordinary, providing a delightful and memorable indulgence. The timeless joy of Kugel peanut spread is a perfect blend of simplicity and sophistication. In the 1960s, Swedish meatballs emerged as a culinary sensation in the United States, charming taste buds with their unique blend of flavors. These bite-sized wonders were made from a delightful mix of ground meat, typically a combination of beef and pork, seasoned with spices like allspice and nutmeg for that unmistakable Scandinavian flair. What made these meatballs truly peculiar was their unexpected pairing with lingonberry sauce, adding a sweet and tangy twist to the savory dish. Swedish meatballs became a popular choice at cocktail parties, often served as appetizers, or as a comforting main course when accompanied by noodles. Back in the day, a plate of Swedish meatballs wouldn't break the bank, costing around 75 cents to $1. However, as tastes evolved, these balls of goodness somewhat faded into the background, overshadowed by other culinary trends. Surprisingly, Swedish meatballs have not been forgotten entirely. They continue to have a place in contemporary menus, often found in Swedish-inspired restaurants and IKEA's famed food court. Vienna sausages emerged as a convenient culinary delight, making a mark in households and appetizer spreads.
Armour Star Vienna sausage and Armour Star potted meat, now in zip-top cans.
These canned, pre-cooked sausages provided a swift and savory solution for those seeking a quick snack or meal addition. Packed with flavors and portability, they became a versatile ingredient, finding their way into appetizers and stews alike. Crafted for efficiency, Vienna sausages were a testament to the era's fast-paced lifestyle. The small, bite-sized wonders were cherished for their simplicity, making them a popular choice for on-the-go indulgence or impromptu gatherings. With their widespread appeal, these sausages democratized gourmet experiences, offering an accessible taste of sophistication. Affordability was another key aspect, with a can of Vienna sausages often priced at a mere fraction of $1. This made them not just a culinary treat, but a budget-friendly delight. Though the 1960s saw them rise to prominence, Vienna sausages have managed to endure the test of time. In the 1970s, there was this charming bubblegum called Fortune bubblegum that candy enthusiasts loved. Its great taste and the tiny fortunes in each wrapper made it special. Imagine unwrapping a piece, finding a little paper predicting your future, or sharing wisdom. It added excitement and surprise to the chewing experience, turning the candy into a playful oracle. This unique feature made Fortune bubblegum stand out and connected the candy and the person chewing it. In a time when people wanted fun in their everyday experiences, this gum added a touch of amusement to the simple act of chewing gum. The fortunes, often witty or whimsical, became conversation starters and little keepsakes, making Fortune bubblegum more than just a sweet treat. It became a source of entertainment and a lighthearted distraction. In the 1970s, there were two unique types of chewing gum, Pepsi-Cola gum and 7-Up gum. They were created to change the chewing gum experience by capturing the flavors of popular sodas. These gums weren't just trying to be different, they aimed to give people the taste of Pepsi-Cola and 7-Up in a chewable form, blending the worlds of beverages and confectionery. What made them stand out was their ambitious attempt to replicate the distinct tastes of these well-known sodas. Imagine chewing a piece of gum that promises to taste like cola or lemon lime without needing a can or bottle. It was bold, transforming a familiar drink experience into a portable, chewable treat. The success of these gums wasn't just about their flavor, but also the nostalgia they brought. People enjoyed a new and exciting way to savor the flavors of their favorite sodas when carrying a drink might be inconvenient. The concept appealed to a generation that valued convenience without sacrificing taste. Unfortunately, Pepsi-Cola gum and 7-Up gum are no longer available, having become discontinued treats from the past. In the swinging 1960s, the culinary spotlight shone on the chiffon cake, a forgotten gem that revolutionized dessert tables. This airy confection soared to popularity, owing its cloud-like texture to a surprising ingredient: vegetable oil. The chiffon cake's unique recipe blended the traditional richness of butter cakes with the moisture of oil, resulting in a light, fluffy treat that quickly became a sensation. Crafted from a simple ensemble of eggs, sugar, flour, baking powder, and flavorings, this cake took the baking world by storm. Its secret weapon, vegetable oil, lent a certain ethereal quality, making each bite a heavenly experience. In terms of cost, the chiffon cake was an affordable delight, bringing a touch of elegance to everyday celebrations without breaking the bank. However, as trends shifted, the chiffon cake gradually faded into the background.
You too can have crunchy, sugary Freaky cereal every morning.
Freaky's cereal, a popular sweet breakfast choice, was created by Ralston and gained popularity in the United States. It marked Ralston's entry into the sweetened, ready-to-eat cereal market. Freaky's had a unique ring-shaped cereal with a delightful crunch. What made it stand out were the 7 cute creatures that served as mascots. Each character had its own color and design, adding a playful and vibrant touch to the cereal. The Freaky's characters were not just visually appealing, they came to life with distinct personalities featured on cereal boxes and in animated TV commercials. The third commercial, titled "We Are the Freakies," was a highlight. In this commercial, each character introduced themselves and shared their quirks through a catchy song. This creative approach not only boosted the cereal's popularity, but also made Freakies a beloved part of many people's breakfast routines. Let's dive into the Dunkaroos chapter to unveil another nostalgic treat's journey through time.
Dunkaroos is the cookie you dunk for as much frosting as you want. And here with their dazzling dunks, the Dunkaroos All-Stars!
Dunkaroos are a type of snack made by Betty Crocker that came out in 1990. They're a fun treat made up of little cookies and some frosting. You're supposed to dip the cookies in the frosting before eating them, like dunking cookies in milk. Each pack has about 10 cookies and a small cube of frosting. In 2012, Dunkaroos were stopped in the United States but kept going in Canada. Then, in 2020, they came back with a twist. The cookies now come in different shapes, like a circle with a big D in the middle, little feet, a mascot in different poses, and even a hot air balloon. These new shapes add more fun to the snack, so if you're in Canada or lucky enough to find them somewhere else, you can enjoy Dunkaroos all over again, but with new shapes to dunk.
This new Star Bar is the answer to our energy crisis.
Come again?
Star Bar! Outside it's Cadbury's chocolate.
Star Bar is a delicious mix of peanuts, caramel, and chocolate that captures the essence of popular candies from the 1970s. Although it's not a relic from that time, its timeless blend of flavors brings back memories of iconic treats from the era. In the 1970s, a candy revolution introduced memorable sweets still remembered today. Talking about disappeared candies, the idea of bringing back 20 famous candies from that time gets candy enthusiasts excited. Star Bar, with its diverse textures and flavors, represents the lasting appeal of classic candy. Just thinking about favorites like Marathon Bars or Reggie. Bars making a comeback alongside Star Bar creates anticipation and brings back the joy associated with those discontinued treasures. In the 1960s, the culinary scene embraced whimsical creations like buttermint peas, plump peas enveloped in a velvety blend of butter and mint. This dish exemplified the era's fascination with infusing sweet and minty flavors into traditional fare. The recipe typically involved sautéing fresh peas in a luscious butter and mint concoction, creating a delightful fusion of savory and sweet. A serving of buttermint peas was a mere culinary adventure, transporting taste buds to uncharted territories. Back in the 60s, this forgotten gem was an affordable delight, often gracing dinner tables for just a few cents. However, as tastes evolved, buttermint peas faded into obscurity, making way for new culinary trends. While it may not be a staple today, echoes of this dish can be found in modern twists on classic recipes.